We know that any point on the unit circle we can label as x, y as a coordinate. And this part is x, here's a y. According to the SOHCAHTOA, we know the cosine theta equals x over 1 because the radius for unit circle is 1. So we can write down cosine theta equals x, or we can write down the x equals cosine theta. For sine theta, I can write down y over 1. So we get the sine theta equals y. In other words, we got the y equals sine theta. And for tangent theta, that equals y over x. So we can label the coordinate in a unit circle is cs. T, that is y over x. For the unit circle, we know this is always true, that x squared plus y squared equals 1. Then we plug in sine theta and cosine theta separately. X squared, x is a cosine theta, so we write down cosine squared theta plus y is a sine theta, that's a sine squared theta equals 1. For sine theta squared, we can write down sine squared theta. For cosine theta squared, we can write down cosine squared theta. And from here, tangent theta equals y over x, we get tangent theta equals sine theta over cosine theta. Try to remember these two very basic but very important trig identities. Let's talk about cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta equals 1, this trig identity. First of all, both sides, we subtract sine squared theta. You will get cosine squared theta equals 1 minus sine squared theta. Then both sides, we do the square root. You will get the cosine theta equals plus or minus square root 1 minus sine squared theta. And if we subtract cosine squared theta both sides, you will get sine squared theta equals 1 minus cosine squared theta. And sine theta equals plus or minus square root 1 minus cosine squared theta. These two trig identities are very important. Please remember, for this trig identity, both sides we divided by cosine squared theta. See what's gonna happen. Reduce, you will get the 1 plus sine squared theta over cosine squared theta, that is a tangent squared theta, equals 1 over cosine squared theta, it will be secant squared theta. What if this time we divide by sine squared theta both sides? Cosine squared theta over sine squared theta will be cotangent squared theta. Reduce, you will get plus 1 equals 1 over sine squared theta, it will be cosecant squared theta. There are 3 trig Pythagorean theorem. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. If possible, try to remember all these 3 trig Pythagorean theorems. Let's talk about basic trig identities. Quotient identities. Tangent theta equals sine theta over cosine theta. Cotangent theta equals cosine theta over sine theta. Reciprocal trig identities. Secant theta equals 1 over cosine theta. Cosecant theta equals 1 over sine theta. Cotangent theta equals 1 over tangent theta. Pythagorean identities. Sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. 1 plus cotangent squared theta equals cosecant squared theta. 1 plus tangent squared theta equals secant squared theta. Let's create a diagram to connect all these identities together. Let's start with sine theta, cosine theta. We do know sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. Sine squared theta equals 1 minus cosine squared theta. Cosine squared theta equals 1 minus sine squared theta. From sine theta, we can go to cosecant theta. Cosecant theta equals 1 over sine theta. Sine theta equals 1 over cosecant theta. From cosine theta, we can get secant theta. Secant theta equals 1 over cosine theta, while cosine theta equals 1 over secant theta. From cosecant theta, we can get cotangent theta. We do know cosecant squared theta equals 1 plus cotangent squared theta, while cotangent squared theta equals cosecant squared theta minus 1. From secant theta, we can get tangent theta because secant squared theta equals tangent squared theta plus 1, while tangent squared theta equals secant squared theta minus 1. From cotangent theta, we can get tangent theta. Cotangent theta equals 1 over tangent theta, while tangent theta equals 1 over cotangent theta. The relationship between tangent theta and cosine theta is tangent theta equals sine theta over cosine theta. And cosine theta equals sine theta over tangent theta. Sine theta equals tangent theta times cosine theta. From cotangent theta, we can go to sine theta. Cotangent theta equals cosine theta over sine theta. Now sine theta equals cosine theta over cotangent theta. Now cosine theta equals sine theta times cotangent theta.